Do you feel embarrassed about almost everything you do? There are many things you dare not do alone. When walking alone on the road, you feel extremely uncomfortable, not knowing where to look. When there are many people around, you pretend to be busy playing with your phone, flipping through it aimlessly. When you are in a place with many peers, you want to leave in a hurry, afraid of being noticed by them, and even more afraid that they will talk about your shortcomings behind your back. But whenever you talk to others about these troubles, they just look disdainful and say casually, "What's so embarrassing about that?" No one is really paying attention to you. Deep down, you know that maybe not that many people are focusing on you, but most of the time, you still subconsciously magnify others' glances, repeatedly guessing what they are thinking, and even thinking about the worst-case scenario before something happens. Sometimes, you suddenly remember some stupid things you did in the past and feel so embarrassed that you want to hate yourself. You repeatedly wonder if those things were really as you imagined, and even can't help but worry and fear whether someone still remembers those moments. At this time, someone will tell you it's been so long, others have long forgotten, they won't keep paying attention to you. But only you know that that feeling of worry and fear, and the deep-seated lack of confidence, are really hard to get rid of. It often not because of a specific incident, but a habit formed little by little over many years. Maybe from a very early age, you have cared a lot about how others see you. Those sarcastic, demeaning, and unfriendly looks are deeply engraved in your heart. Maybe they made fun of your appearance, figure, or looked down on your abilities, projecting their malice onto you. Or maybe you are just more sensitive to these subtle changes. Slowly, your brain forms a habit, perceiving being noticed as a danger. So, before you do anything, you will subconsciously feel nervous in advance and repeatedly check yourself. In order to avoid being hurt by others again, you increasingly focus on how you look now rather than the thing itself. So even small things like raising your hand in class or going to the toilet make you uneasy, hesitant, and repeatedly torn about whether to do it. You have to rehearse it many times in your mind, and only dare to raise your hand after making full mental preparation. Or when you go to the barber shop to wash or cut your hair, you feel uncomfortable all over, your body is stiff, and the more others tell you to relax, the more nervous you become. When playing games, you never dare to speak on the microphone, and are not very willing to play modes that require matching teammates, because you are afraid of being scolded by others if you don't play well. Going on like this may make you feel a little more relaxed at the moment, but over time, your brain will more easily regard the outside world as an environment where you will make a fool of yourself. As a result, you become more and more demanding of yourself. Your self-evaluation becomes lower and lower, and you become more and more afraid that others will see the real you. Maybe you have also persuaded yourself like this: don't think too much, everyone else is busy with their own things, how could they always pay attention to you? Although you understand these principles, you just can't really do it, because emotions never disappear just by reasoning. It is more like a brain habit that needs to be trained slowly, and you need to adapt to the world little by little. For example, next time when you walk alone, you can slowly try to shift your attention away from yourself a little. Observe if there are any new changes in the surrounding shops. Look up to see what color the sky is today. Don't demand that you become natural immediately. You can continue to walk normally with a little discomfort. Or when you think of those extremely embarrassing things in the past again, try to put yourself in others' shoes. Think about it. Do you still remember the embarrassing things others did many years ago? Most of the time, you can't remember them clearly. Well, others are pretty much the same. They remember more about themselves than how you were at that time. So, if there are not people who care deeply about you, few will keep remembering these things. We can try to imagine the people we meet in life as a pyramid. You will find that the vast majority of people stay on the periphery. They just pass through your life briefly, and your interaction with them is far less deep than you imagine. And there aren't many people who can really enter your life, maybe only one or two, but that's enough to be worth your attention. These anxieties may not disappear all at once, but you will gradually learn to put more attention back on the people who really matter, and the self who has been working hard to live.